The headmaster's private room.
Interesting.
Does he have porn on his laptop?
Kyoko!
Indeed.
Been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time.
Huh? A regret?
Yeah, I regretted looking through his porn.
Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Alright, let's check the laptop. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this... Oh, I'm sorry.
It looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC cell has some search results left on it.
Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
There's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
In other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure.
But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
I see. That's a good outlook to have.
The ultimate despair. Let's see.
Belong to a computer, belong to the headmaster, we get him on a Kuma coin.
Okay.
So there's a door over there.
What it looks to be. Huh, there's a strange gap in the wall. Some kind of design mistake or construction defect?
so...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. Called it!
A breeze?
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall.
Open space, does that mean... You mean like a hidden room?
I think I might know how to open it.
Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue about what that password might be. All we know is that it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there.
You're right, that's not really nearly enough to go on.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think about how much time I wasted on this,
Jeez. So there's a hidden room we couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. Maybe for her, there's something more to it than that. Anyway, we need to figure out the password. If Kyoko can figure out, no way I could stand a chance to... No, wait. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something maybe she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
what?
huh?
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea of that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her.
Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want.
Okay. Let's do it!
This is going to hurt.
Oh, it is.
You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Mikoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong.
Okay, in that case, here goes nothing. Collected myself and turned the face to the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. Kyoko Kirigiri.
It opened.
What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim.
Kyoko. I think I know why. Yep! Oh, I can see the feels right there on this counter.
Hey, Kyoko, I may not even...
I may as well not have even been in the room.
She was gaze fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place here. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto.
Why do you think it's dangerous?
No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably.
Huh?
It would seem.
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see.
Wait, so you know what's in here?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay?
Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream?
Okay, I'm just gonna open it.
Step by heavy step, I approached the box, lifted the lid, I lifted it up, and...
Oh no!
Do you remember that person who died in the rocket in the opening cutscene?
This is them.
That was Kyoko's father.
Oh shit!
It was Bones. This is the same person.
Oh!
I see.
Just as I thought.
What? Speak, woman.
Just as you thought. How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones!
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bone specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body.
That's pretty much the same thing! A dead guy in a box!
My father.
Huh?
What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones, that body, that's my father. Or at least, what's left of him.
Are you serious?
That's Kyoko's dad? Nice to meet you, sir. I'm trying to get in good relations with your daughter.
You don't have my permission.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Are telling me say no.
We're horrible people, I'm sorry.
I know. How would you know that for sure? Well, we did just kind of make a spooky, scary skeleton joke at the sight of her dead father. Anyway,
What the fuck is wrong with us?
given all the information we have already,
That's the only possible answer.
so that same
Yeah,
person.
she mentioned that he was somewhere in the school. Yep. Yep.
Okay, so
Monokuma killed him and then caused this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But the only ones who are alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
Then most likely, my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway.
As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I had to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? Yeah.
Boy.
Poor Kyoko.
Hidden room present. Ah, and then there's that.
This picture,
Oh.
it's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, isn't this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
You didn't notice it?
Why would
I think she was more focused on the box.
Oh,
Well-
this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now?
And I was right. That's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. God, that hurts. Knowing the headmaster had this picture of her all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he's even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father?
Kyoko.
What about the desk?
Hold on, there's this thing.
Hey,
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Okay, then. Went through each drawer, but all I found were piles of unrelated documents. Pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business,
Sorry?
our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
now,
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate.
Alright, now the desk.
Now the desk. The last things he was working on.
Probably some kind of clue.
hey,
Just touch it.
because
Never let anything get in the way of an investigation. I don't.
Okay then, if you don't mind. Alright, starting from the top. Last drawer.
An e-handbook in case of emergency.
Found some kind of emergency handbook.
in other words,
Handbook with no limitations.
Given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is.
I think you're probably right.
It might be useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it?
Huh, but Kyoko.
I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here.
Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
hey,
Listen, Makoto. Can I ask you a favor?
A favor? What is it?
so,
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it will only inconvenience you that much more, but could you leave?
Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit.
Kyoko.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order.
You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad, how you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul, but maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to
See me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. The problem can't be solved so easily.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself.
Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Well, now that we've got that e-handbook.
We can check around a little bit more.
Yep. Alright, it was a shock.
Ah!
Yes, we have the recap. Yes, we know this. Do we really need this recap?
The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is...
One of the students.
But this is a strange thing. If we can take Monokuma at his word, then it does have to be one of the students.
Yep.
So...
Yep, it's going to be hard to tell. 15 of us met in the main hall. Does it mean only 6 of us are alive? Everyone else is dead?
Wait a minute.
2,
6
3,
of us are alive, right?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Even Mukuro.
10.
She's undeniably dead. So the ones left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko.
But there's 7.
Those 6 people are still alive.
Hang on. But there are only 7 left in the morgue.
There's 9 in the morgue.
Wait, no, that can't be. I used to believe there has to be some other way. That just has to be. Yeah, check the morgue one more time.
Yeah, I will, but first, now that we've got that handbook, let's check this.
Alrighty. Okay. That giraffe has to be some kind of innuendo, I swear.
Alright. Alright. Okay, no. Wait, but... Okay.
Now you should freaking...
Beep.
Just what I was hoping for. Let's get what's inside. This thing is practically empty. Except...
This... some kind of pocketbook. Something written inside. Looks like a girl's handwriting, and the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote them must have been really meticulous.
Or was trying to preserve something.
I was looking for the notebook, and I found a certain page. Familiar words I had heard before.
There's a plan to turn
Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the only one who came up with the plan directly. Just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country and the world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as a foundation for a new era.
The fuck?
This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father.
This sounds familiar.
But I knew it, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. What was it doing in his locker?
That...
Yep. What does this all mean? Must have been looking for something. When I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind. I just stared at it spinning. It just started spinning much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messily disorganized, scrawled.
There's a second despair.
What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Let's see.
Did he just leave the evidence behind?
No. Okay, there's that one. Now this one. Okay, and then there's this one.
Okay. My god, that many rings. Arg!
I can't tell.
Okay. So then we're gonna cut to
Yeah,
where
yeah,
we've explored them all.
I'm going to cut to the one that we need to find.
You mean the only one that's still left?
Here we go.
What the hell?
Has organizations problems in every part of their life. Is this a crystal ball?
No.
It can't be. No way he'd ever use this locker. It's just not possible.
There's 16 lockers here, aren't there?
There's all kind of textbooks and notebooks stacked in no particular order, just dust everywhere. Any sense of easiness I may have had just evaporated.
What?
There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure.
This is
Our Yasuhiro? Large number of notes in variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had a chance to take any classes, so what is this notebook? The more I see, the less it makes sense. Because of these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? Why am I seeing this? Why are there things in this locker that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that belongs to Hiro, a pocketbook that belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward.
I have to believe in everyone.
Let's check out, Kyoko. Hand her that pocketbook.
I wonder if she's had enough time to herself.
Better give her some more time.
Yeah.
Alright, so next area map.
The plot thickens. Further.
Okay, I have no idea where to go.
You know, if the plot gets any thicker, I'm pretty sure that we could use it to tile roofs.
Like plaster?
Yep.
Okay, where the heck do I go from here?
Jump cut.
Yeah, because I don't know. Oh. I am going to go to the biolab. Again.
To the morgue.
Okay. Going to the biolab. Biolab. Biolab.
Yeah, that's a big old irony. Bio means life. Where do we keep the bodies? Blarg. Anywho, there's only 6 of us alive, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep. So that means only 9 people died.
Which means there's a possibility that someone who died might be the culprit.
Okay, am I missing anything? Ah. Okay. Okay, let's see. Alright. I'm just going to look through every area that... Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Truth bullets? Places to check. Headmaster's room.
See you in a bit, guys.
Well, we had already done that. Second. Third. Fourth floor. We had only done the data center. I had forgotten about the headmaster's lab. Not lab. His room.
The headmaster's quarters.
Here we are. I was wondering where you were, Byakuya.
Of course he'd go to the place in charge.
Of course.
Ah, Makoto, it's you.
Well, Byakuya.
Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting?
What do you mean, something interesting?
Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk.
Class 78, student registry.
It contains profiles for all of us, and Mukuro.
So in other words,
Apparently class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us.
Mukuro Ikusawa, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it.
But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about when she stole it.
The uneven
Tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry.
Well, since she snuck in to get in, I'm pretty sure she wanted to be as fast as possible. But what's your point?
She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page.
So, the first page...
Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages.
What?
so
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have.
What kind of information is it?
Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue.
Half listening to Byakuya as I skim through the report.
She seems nice.
Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if it's a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Host Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars.
What the hell?
That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures.
Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair.
I don't think there can be any doubt about it now, but wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the Headmaster seems to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had the chance had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that.
Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto?
Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing.
There's another important bit of information within that file that you should note.
What is it?
Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class of number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Dead, dead, dead.
Dead. Not. I wish.
Dead in mind. Dead.
Too short. Too short, I think.
She's 5 foot 7?
Wait.
No,
She's
I'm
five-
talking about Mukuro.
5 foot 7 inches.
97 pounds.
Okay, and 31, 22, 32. Report card. Okay, I was at Aoyasuhina. 5 foot 4. 6 foot 4.
She was huge! She's taller than my tallest uncle, and he has to duck into doors.
She was only 218 pounds.
That's pure muscle.
Yep.
101 pounds?
Bullshit.
What the... Okay. What the...
5 foot 7, 97 pounds. Those things are chest, waist, hips. 31, 22, 32. 31 for the chest.
What the hell? So, there's something tying back to Junko in all of this.
Yes. She was tiny.
Yeah, he was. But surprisingly heavy.
90 pounds for 4 foot 10. Alright, that's it.
Well, what do you think?
What do you think? Are you asking me if she has a nice body?
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean?
Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro's? Is that what he's saying?
Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I'm trying to say. What you do with that information is your business.
So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy.
Though, to be fair, we've been the one who's been dropping the hammer. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention.
Advice?
You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well.
It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me.
Well, don't put too much faith in her.
In
Huh?
other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford.
What are you saying?
Just what I think. Call it a hunch.
A hunch.
But my hunches tend to be proven right. Except when you're wrong! You were freaking wrong a couple of times.
Yeah, whatever. Shut up, Yakuya. Anything else in here? Papers, documents. Okay.
It's making me anxious. My OCD is compelling me to pick them up and put them in order.
Okay. Alright. Oh, we're just recapping this. Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Okay.
What's on the left?
Display case.
Leave the area?
Alright.
Yes. I'm sorry if I've been yawning all over the place. My gosh.
It's alright. Uh-oh.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
You know, it just occurred to me.
What?
Did we run into Hero?
No, I didn't.
Uh-oh.
Go to the gym.
There he is! Speak of the devil.
Oh, hey, Hero.
Ah, Mikoto!
Why do you act so surprised?
No reason.
You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say?
I just did, actually. I'm on my way out.
You already talked to him? What did he say?
Listen, sorry, but I gotta go!
Hero, wait! There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero! It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in his locker.
Has he been hiding something this whole time? Man, don't make Hero the red herring. He's not good enough for that.
Really? We're getting a cutscene for this?
And is no one going to pick up those balls?
Do you have a springboard behind that?
I think he's just springy in general.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope in the ground in front of you. The envelope? This must be the envelope. Just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. Wait.
Huh?
Don't worry. I'll get on. Just get on with it.
I should have gotten up later this morning. Ugh. Anyway.
Alright, open it. What I found was a single photograph.
Oh, come on! What the hell?
It features a bunch of faces I recognize extremely well. Everyone who'd come to Host Peak at the same time as me.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the hell am I looking at? Okay, so noting some details about this whole thing. Leon and Sayaka seem to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mukuro's standing right behind them.
Yeah.
And Hiro, Mondo there as well.
Celeste barely in the photo.
But everyone has actually got their faces up front and center.
Yes.
Except for one.
Who's being obscured by a certain Jagoff.
Yep. What the hell?
Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the one I don't recognize. Wait, I do recognize her. That's Mukuro.
Yeah.
Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself, and we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture.
Yeah.
I'm the only one not there. This picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember even taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in the picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... Could it be everyone else and just me?
Makoto, you could have been the one holding the camera.
Everyone else except me is...
How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet? What are you gonna do? You're kinda getting in the way of standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out.
But...
I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field.
I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photo. And so in the end, all I found was in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion, I left the gym dejected. Okay, how does that count as a hint? It's just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me?
No, I've seen real.
Alright. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. No, I had to clear this all up. Oh god. Map.
To the map! To the rooms! Where the people's wers.
Okay.
I take it Hina is all over the place at the moment, so she can't be talked to.
Let me see. Ah, in the archive. Byakuya is in the archive.
Okay, so Hina's running around. Hiro is weeping uncontrollably.
I believe that's the archive. Alright. Byakuya. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends.
Hey, Byakuya, wait!
Of course he didn't.
What the? Why is he acting like that?
Was he purposely trying to avoid me?
Alright. Map.
Oh, I think I might know what he's avoiding you a little bit.
Alright.
Yeah, there's Hiro. Let's see what he's up to.
Okay. Yeah, he's in the garden, if I recall right.
Yeah, let's just have a nice little chat, one-on-one, all alone, right next to the man-eating plant. Ah! Makoto!
What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that.
No! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry.
Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. What is wrong?
Oh, shit. I knew it.
Sowing seeds of doubt.
Because Makoto's the only one who's not in the picture, everyone is now starting to suspect him.
Alright. Let's see. I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there...
Oh, no!
Toko!
Oh, shit!
Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she?
Ah, she's back. I missed you.
It's cold, super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch cold.
If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
What? I fell asleep? Ah, must have fainted again. Bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, well then, hot and bothered, straight up horny.
Okay, so why did you pass out?
I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up right now. What did you do to Miss Morose?
Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch.
Bingo bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory.
No, it's more like half. Genocide Jack's memory has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
What I want right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now, or I'll slit your throat.
I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere doing his own investigating.
By himself? I assume so.
I'm on fire.
The total pro when it comes to all things master.
Oh God.
Ah.
Can't imagine how lonely he must be right now.
Bye-bye!
Have fun storming the castle. You think it'll work?
Nah.
It'll take a miracle. All right, let's look at the body.
Wait, there's no point in asking me Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now.
Why did Toko faint? Oh, I wonder. She got the door open?
The fridge, it's open. I'm sure they were all shut last time I was here.
That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily.
Kyoko,
Kodo.
It's getting late, isn't it?
are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry.
No, you don't have to apologize.
But listen, about this room.
Oh yeah, it's...
It's a morgue.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and... well, there you have it.
You knew she fainted?
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear. I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks.
Why has everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway.
With who? Kyoko or Toko?
Toko.
Okay. Anyway, we should close it up.
Yeah, good idea.
Give me a hand with this.
But suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it.
How come?
Because Mukuro's body isn't here.
Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body's inside the fridge?
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it here while we were in the class trial.
The mastermind did it?
Because they assumed.
Oh, because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So,
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body.
Oh, that's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to.
Kodo.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail.
Okay, so what should I
So
do?
then,
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished.
Just wait over there, that's it? Okay. Meh. Oh,
Oh, now we remember!
yeah. Starting to put the pieces together, Makoto? Okay. And that's been updated? Looking at the lights. Okay.
it would seem.
Blue lights come on when a slot is occupied.
So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Look around the number of lights. There's 9 in all.
9.
9 lights?
There are 4 lights! $10 if you get that reference. Warning, you won't actually get paid. Alright. Oh, the Biolab lights were updated.
There we go. Did Kyoko find something out?
I didn't mean to press that.
Derp 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 derp.
Okay.
It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside.
Okay, I've looked around.
I've seen enough dead bodies for today.
Yeah.
She's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation.
But I wanted to ask you about something.
What is it?
It's about the announcement Monokuma made earlier.
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer.
Huh? Why not?
Was
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer.
That's a good point.
I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her.
I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation.
Okay, Makoto, I'm done.
Already? Jeez, that's fast.
Anyone can do the good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief.
Thank you. So did you find anything?
I paid careful attention to the wounds and traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death.
Really?
The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings.
So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right?
Then what was the fatal injury?
Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time, struck an object. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
The only other option...
Is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Where does it say they're old?
Huh?
All the Monokuma file says is they were inflicted at least several days ago.
I guess I don't see the difference.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give. You seem to be equating several days old with simply old. But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder.
Are you saying they are? But we got all the Monokuma files right after she was killed, right? So the wounds were at least a few days old. There was no way they could have had anything to do with it.
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days?
What?
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you?
One of many?
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
Kyoko's account?
hey,
Okay, so there's...
So if there isn't anything else, you missed it.
Okay. Derp.
hey,
The condition of the body.
There was one thing. Earlier said it listed her height and weight.
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right?
You remembered all that?
They are indeed consistent with the corpse.
So then...
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake. Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusawa.
It's Mukuro, no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Is that all you wanted to ask?
Yeah, I think so.
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body.
Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here.
Oh wait, we're not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad. Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair.
But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow?
Well, yeah, but still.
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling.
She decided to help.
What did...
Good lord.
I think we've done all we can here. Back to our separate investigations, yes?
Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something... Oh, yeah.
That!
This is going to be a long episode, folks. Sorry.
I hope we don't screw the audio this time.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Hey, Kyoko, I have one last thing, but I know I shouldn't, but I feel I have to ask you this.
Go ahead then, out with it.
Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
So,
What do you mean?
Well, you know those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to.
Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
and
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers?
I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it might be your pocketbook.
why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker?
Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
Oh dear.
if that's true,
Could that mean that video is real too?
Video.
Makoto,
I think everything's starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture, although
Though
I'm afraid...
that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined.
What are you talking about?
I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes.
Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook, that way you can...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to split this episode in half. We'll just keep going until the investigation's done.
Okay.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD. Oh, this was the blackmail that Monokuma had over her.
Maybe. A DVD, and it says Class 78 Urgent Interviews.
Oh, never mind.
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before.
None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Guess we're heading to the AV room.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble?
Sure, why not?
In other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings.
You're talking about your dad, right?
I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life.
All because of the mastermind.
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that.
Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind.
It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess.
She let out a small laugh as she did, but her smile filled with sorrow.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still so much to do before I can consider my task complete.
Yeah, you're right.
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst.
What do you mean?
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope.
Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know.
Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial.
Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. AV room. Alright. I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. Alright.
So what did Kyoko give us?
Map.
To the map!
Gym.
To the gym!
No.
Where's the AV room? Was it on the third floor? Or the first?
Hallway, main floor, AV room. Ah, over here.
Damn corners.
Yeah.
I always hated running into a corner of a table. Absolutely sucks.
Alright, here we go. AV
Wall.
room.
Alrighty, let's see it.
Alright, this should be able to play DVDs just fine.
Alright, let's see it.
Nothing appeared on screen. A few seconds. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared.
Sayaka?
Took me by surprise, but I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was the man positioned on the side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
Video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? They didn't voice her for this part.
Okay.
Okay.
It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school?
I accept.
What?
And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
What the hell
As
this
if on
happened?
cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now, but this, only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I heard, because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again.
But
She wanted that so bad she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. Back to the screen. What I saw pushed me over the edge. What I saw was me, and possibly undeniably me.
Before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Shall we get straight to the point, Makoto? There's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
Putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again with the others. Byakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in the school forever, and then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her the question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? Just wasn't the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
No!
Whoop. Let's see. Looks like it broke. Out of service.
Just so happened to break just now.
Now then, when does it matter? Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. You did something. That's what failure is, right?
Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose.
Well, whatever.
Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask the question, they all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I know it's a strange feeling
Yeah.
of...
See?
Yeah.
Hey,
She lost her memories. Too convenient at that as well. Convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too?
Not just
What about
him.
the others? Have we all forgotten?
Or...
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do declare,
We are at the final stretch.
so now we must oust the bear.
Time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Okay, so there's a chance that every single one of us has lost our memories.
Yep.
That someone that may have died may actually still be alive and causing the problem. Or
And something batshit crazy happened outside in the real world.
Something so crazy that...
They had to be locked up in here for protection.
So what the hell will happen next?
Tune in next time for the grand finale of
Who
Danganronpa.
tunes in? Nobody tunes into anything anymore. It's not to the Crystal TV era.
We'll see you guys next time.
Later.